Hey, this will be a video chart on TPHM, Thomas Pharmaceuticals Limited. Did this one on Friday, and today just another monster day, so rightfully so deserves another update. With that being said, I'm not going to use the daily chart for this video just because the value of it is diminishing, and what I mean by that is pretty much all you can tell from it is the chart's been a monster and the price has been flying. But besides that, it's kind of rough in terms of supports, resistances, and so forth. So I'm going to drop it down a few time interval levels, and that way we can get a bit more of a detailed breakdown. But like I said, the daily charts, it's not worthless, but at the same time, you can't really pull too much from it just because it's essentially just been going straight up. So it's not as valuable as probably what it was down here, where it's kind of showing where supports, resistances are. It's just been shooting straight up, so we're going to drop it down a little bit so we can get more of a detailed look. So what we're going to do is go to the 30-minute time frame, and for the people that are unfamiliar with what that means, each one of these candlesticks here, these bars, represents 30 minutes worth of price action. So you may be looking at this and thinking, oh wow, this looks like it's a 6-month chart. Well, you look down here and you can see really it's only covering a few days. So keep that in mind. Each one of these is only 30 minutes worth of price action. So let's get started. The first thing that you should be able to notice, or I should say that I noticed from this chart, is check out the moving averages. We have this gray line up here, which is the 10 period, 20 period, 50 period, and 200 period. Look how they all got nice separation between them and how they're all heading up. This shows that the chart is firing on all cylinders. It's just a clear and steady uptrend. You don't have any of them going sideways or down, which would signal kind of a neutral trend. Everything is pointing up, so this just shows that the trend is very strong. Now, does that mean that pullbacks won't happen? Of course not. I mean, just look at this chart. Here was a consolidation period. Look how healthy that proved. Here was another consolidation period. Look how healthy that proved. And now the chart is going through another one. So the question becomes, is this going to be another one of these previous ones where you had big moves to the upside? Or what's going to happen? How long will it take? These ones pretty much just took a day of some consolidation, but does that guarantee that this one will only be a day, or only be a day worth of stuff and then shoot up? No, it doesn't say that, but it does show that there is definitely a trend here forming. The other interesting thing, and we'll kind of start off our support levels here, is check out the 20 period simple moving average, which is this maroon line here. You can see right there, basically acted as a trampoline and bounced it up. And then once more here, got close to it, bounced it up. Today, the price came down right here, and then it had a nice strong last 30 minutes of the day. Once again, does this mean for sure 100% that we're going to get another big bounce like that? There are no guarantees, but if things continue to, or if history repeats itself, who knows? Maybe we'll see another bounce up. But right now, the support level that seems to be very stubborn in favor of the bulls is this 20 period simple moving average here. So that's going to be the first support level that you're going to want to keep an eye on. Now after that, nothing to freak out about, because there are other support levels, and this is where the first update. These red lines here are from the daily chart, and these are the ones I drew on Friday, and they've all been turned to support levels. So Technical Analysis 101, when resistances are broken, they become supports. So that's what I need to do here, get all these changed to supports. But the other thing I'm going to do is kind of switch some thicknesses around and get rid of that one, since this one's really not worth anything. But this is more of a skinny line for support, because if it doesn't hold, no big deal. Would it be great, and would it make the chart look really pretty if it could hold? Yes, it would. But is it required? And if it fails, does it mean the end of the world? Absolutely not. So yes, this is a support, but at the same time, I'm going to leave it skinny because it's more of a kind of ideal hold level, not a must hold. We then go to this one, and this is where it becomes a little bit more important. Once again, does this one have to hold? Do or die? No, that's not that one. I mean, there's still some other support levels below it. But yeah, ideally, if this one can hold, the chart would look much better than if it dropped below. But the support level that I'm kind of considering or classifying as a must hold, meaning no excuses if the price closes below it, something's just not right, is this level down here, and it's valued at 0.002. So clearly from where it closed up here, that would be a long fall, but that's exactly why if the price were to close below it, that'd be a big red flag on something where something has changed and the bears are really gaining a control. So from the support standpoint, we have our ideal one here at 0.0034. Then we have a little bit more of an important one here at 0.0025, and then 0.002 right here is kind of the must-hold one. Now, in terms of resistances, this one's pretty easy just because the chart's been such a monster, but the previous high here at 0045 is going to be the key area of resistance. You get above that and you're essentially back into blue sky breakout territories. Until then, you're kind of in a little cage here, but not too far off from blue skies, which is past 0045. So just watch. I think the 30-minute is probably the best way to watch and monitor this one, because we do have these trends. You can watch these support level a little bit easier. But yeah, I mean, you can use other charts. It's not like you have to use a 30-minute, but that's how I would use it, and that's what I've been using to watch this chart is a 30 minutes, because it helps you kind of see this trend a little bit more than what the daily chart shows, which is just basically a straight line up like that. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If you have not yet, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting really good reviews. And then with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is everything's free, no strings attached, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. One more time, this was TPHM. Thanks for listening.